We're now going to add the 2 floors, but before I do that I need to add some levels, because if you have a look at this finished 3D, you'll see that we actually come in at a higher level and then step down 600 mil and go to this level. So there's a couple of ways you can do this. The easiest way is to create an additional level for the higher level, and we need to do that in an elevation or a floor plan. So I'm actually just going to flick back through to my other drawing that I'm working at. So that's in View, and that's in Switch Windows, and I'll go back to here. So first of all, I'm going to change my levels, and I'm going to rename them. You can see over here that we've got ground floor, which relates to this one, and level 1, which relates to this one over here. So I'm going to start by editing this one. So remember, every time I click on something, if it goes blue, it means that I can edit it. So I'm going to click on level 1, I'm going to hit my caps lock and type in ceiling level. So capital letters is the standard that we'll be using throughout. I'm going to click on this bit again and tell that to be 3 meters high. So we're going to have a 3 meter high ceiling, which is quite a nice open height for an apartment. And we also need to take into consideration that if we've got a higher level floor and the ceiling is the same height all the way through, that it is still legal at the higher level. I'm clicking at ground floor, and I'm just making it capital letters to make it standard. I forgot to mention before, would you like to rename the corresponding views? So just note over here, as soon as I rename that to ceiling level, that's what happens. So as soon as I click on yes, you'll see it rename over there. Now I'm going to add one more level, and to do that I come up to the Architecture tab and I type in LL, or I click on the level. Now what's important is as you draw this, can you see that blue dash line? That blue dash line means that they'll all stick together if I try and adjust it, and I come across till I see that blue dash line. So it's just lining them all up. What I mean is if I click and try and adjust that they all go together now. You can see that when I click it, I can adjust the height of this next level by either clicking on the dimension in here or adjusting the RL. This is called an RL. It stands for reduce level, and it's either relative to the project or it's relative to the AHD. That's the Australian Height Datum, which is the medium sea level. Something surveyors use a lot. So if I click on this, I'm going to rename this one. I think I called it bedroom level. I better double check that later. Yes, I do. See, I've got another level over here, and I want that level to be 600. Okay, so if we have a look at this from another view, you can see that all of those levels are now appearing. And this is where our bedroom's going to be, and then our living spaces are going to appear down here. So that's adding levels. They're quite simple. I'm going to change the scale to 1 to 50. Because I can know that what will fit onto an A3. I know that because I've already tried. Just be careful you don't click and drag inadvertently. And when these are on a sheet, we'll drag these in even more and tidy this up.